All right, so we just left our primary coniferous forest. It was mixed, but mostly coniferous. We are now into a deciduous forest. This deciduous forest is dominated, you can't tell right now, but it is a beech maple forest, and there's also some oak trees that are found in this forest. Some characteristics that are going to differ significantly here compared to the other one is the understory. Very different, especially right now during the early spring. This is going to change considerably in the summer and into autumn as the leaves come out. But one of the things that you're probably noticing is, or maybe noticing, is the forest floor has a lot more different types of plants that are understory plants. All these things that you're seeing right here, these larger plants, can look like, my son calls them little baby palm trees. These are May apples. Those are dominant on the forest floor. You've got these plants right here, these small little leaves. Those are called trout lily. You might be able to see the difference or see what they look like. They're kind of speckled, and that is a similar pattern to a trout type of fish. So that's why they're called trout lily. There's going to be a lot of ferns that are going to eventually inhabit this area. They're kind of coming to life right now. Here are some ferns and some fiddleheads, some ferns that are growing. So the understory of deciduous forests are very different than that of coniferous forests. The leaf litter is significantly different. So this leaf litter is very, very different than that of the coniferous forest. The detritus that breaks down is very different. And because of that, we have differences in the top layer, or the O layer, that organic layer of the soil. And it has a lot to do with whether or not the leaves of trees fall or don't fall. Coniferous trees make a different type of investment in their leaves, which are needles, than do deciduous trees. Deciduous trees, as you probably know, shed their leaves every fall and throughout the winter. And it's more of an expendable resource, kind of as we talked about in the one lecture earlier on in the course. So what we would do in this particular habitat is we would do the same sampling techniques that we did previously in the coniferous forest, and we would set up transect lines and do things in a very standardized approach so that we can collect the same type of data in the coniferous forest. And what we will do, and what I have data on, are comparisons between coniferous and deciduous forests, particularly that of the macroinvertebrates and the salamanders that live in those areas. And you'll get an opportunity to take a look at those data and work with those for one of the assignments for the class.